Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Dyer here to talk to you about a tool called Audiate. This tool has helped me tremendously in my content creation process. Prior to using this tool, I got very good at editing wavelengths of audios. This can take a lot of time and does not make for a perfect solution for audio editing. That's until I found Audiate. So how does Audiate work? Audiate turns words into text. So when you're editing, it's almost like you're editing a Word document. This saves a lot of time. So let's go through an example of what this looks like. So you see that everything that I've said so far in this video was initially recorded with Audiate. Now that I'm done recording, I'll just press the stop button. It'll take some time to process the transcription and we'll continue once it's done. So over here in the Audiate platform, you can see every word that I said so far. And of course, I'm showing you the behind the scenes of what happens when you're recording with Audiate. As most content creators will let you know, you don't get it all on the first try. And with a tool like Audiate, I can easily come here and just take out words that I know I've repeated and don't want to hear back. Like over here, I said prior to using this tool, I got very good at reaching. I meant to say prior to using this tool, I got very good at editing wavelengths. So I could just highlight that and take that out, right? So I don't need to hear it again because I know I have a better take in the future. And there's a few other instances like that where, I repeat myself. Like I said, so let me show you an example. And I say, so let me go through an example. So obviously I'll take that out. But before a tool like this, I'll have to listen to each one over and over and study the wavelengths. And when I say wavelengths, I'm talking about these little gray things under here. And the cool thing about this tool is if you want to do that, you can do that as well by clicking this button over here, and you still see the wavelengths. Well, they call it a waveform editor, so you can still edit it, and it actually also groups it by the words here as well. So from where to where was the word so, and from where to where was the word let's. Another good thing is you can take out pauses. So let's say I spent a little too long on a period. I can take that out and then manually put in my own period. I can right click and say insert silence before or after. So in this case, I want to do it after. So you can put it there. If the silence is too long, you can always open up the waveform and take out the silence and maybe shorten it. So I could just press the backspace button and it will delete a portion of the wavelength. So that's another useful feature that I use quite a lot in here. Obviously you can highlight things, like let's say I say welcome back to the channel, and for some reason I want to say somewhere else again. That's probably not a good example, but as you see, I can just copy that and paste it at the end or anywhere else in here. So there's a good way of conserving your energy and not repeating things too many times and just copying it like you copy any word, right? So that's another good feature that I like in this tool. Another thing I like to do here is also go through the effects. There are different effects options that you can include here. So I can remove plosives. Like let's say I have a place where I'm using I'm saying processing, and I'm using these words that sound very bad in the ears because it could sound like someone is just putting a lot of effort or putting a lot of emphasis on certain words. So you can actually remove plosives here, and depending on how much or how little you want it to, you can increase the percentage here as well. So that's another feature that I think is useful here. You can reduce the noise if you're in a very loud environment, as well as so many other things like editing the equalizer and much more. And when you're done, you can export it out of here. This is a tool that is from the same company that made Camtasia, so you can export directly to a Camtasia project, or you can just export to a file. So there are different types of file formats that you have, like WAV file, MP3, or M4A. Different options that you have, and you can make some edits as to how you want it to sound, right? If you want it as a stereo or mono channel, you can do that as well. And one last thing. So far I've been showing you how you can work within the tool. You can actually bring audio from other places, so you can import audio. So if you have an audio file that comes from, maybe you recorded it somewhere else, or maybe on your phone or some other tool, you can bring it in here it would transcribe it, and then you can leverage this tool to also use the same capabilities like removing words via text. Yeah, quite a very nifty tool, can be very helpful in your content creation process. Let me know if you want me to dig into a specific part of this tool. There's so many features in here and they continue to add more. There's a feature that allows you to actually type your words and then have an AI voice read it for you. If you guys want to see how that works, I have another video on how to do that in the future. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.